What's up, traders? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is Phase 3. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the signal indicator I've been building for my community. This isn't a signal spam tool, and it's not meant to replace thinking. It's designed to keep you aligned with the weekly template, remove unnecessary chart hopping, and give you clarity on when to trade, not just what to trade. So I'm dropping this indicator Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is not just an indicator, guys. It's a strategy and execution tool in one. Okay. So, what does this indicator include? It includes daily, weekly, and monthly levels. We have days of the week displayed on the chart. We have signals printed directly on the chart. So that's super, super helpful. It just keeps things very convenient. Also, I've added a built-in screener. This is the best part, guys. You get to have a custom watch list of your choice on the screener, and it's so that you'll be able to see the signals without flipping through the charts. This saves so much time, guys, so much time. You'll be able to, it stops you from missing the best moves. So what signals are included? First red day, first green day, close and breakout, inside day, 3-day longs, and 3-day shorts. All right, so these are the signals that I have included. I have not included outside day, and I believe there's maybe one other signal that I might be. Actually, that's the only signal. So the only signal that I don't have up here is outside day. I plan on adding stuff to it like the 3-day setups, the monkey hammer template, things like that. But as I grow, the indicator will grow. So I'm super, 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 super excited, guys. This is going to help out a lot of people that need that convenience, that need that indicator that's going to show them what they're looking for. So access will be limited to VIP members only, meaning that if you are not a VIP member, you will not be able to access this indicator. This indicator is only for my VIP members. So if you're interested in using this indicator, sign up for my VIP. Not only do you get the VIP perks of signals thrown out, right, on a consistent basis, you also get 2 live calls a week during New York session and either Asian session or London session. Um, I'm starting that next week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also, we have live trade breakdowns. I have a lot of I have a community that's very diverse and all just killing it in their own way. So I would love for you guys to join. Not only do you get the VIP perks, you get this indicator for free, guys. It is included in the VIP package. So, as I said, this will only be limited for VIP members only. Um, so, if you need more details, like I said, it's coming out on Sunday. Um, what I'm going to do is just go through the indicator, go through the levels, go through the settings and the signals so you guys can know exactly how to use this indicator and how to set it up. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so this is my indicator. I am so excited to present this to you guys. It's been something that I've been working on vigorously, but I finally have a final product, and let's just get it right into the features. I have levels on here. I was using the same levels previously, but now it's just embedded into my indicator. So I have the daily levels blue, right? And the daily close green. I also have session blocks. Same thing like I was using before, but it just looks different, right? I actually like it because it's cleaner and it has the session names, which I will keep up there. I'm pretty sure you can toggle it off if you want in the settings, and I'll show you guys the settings after I show you the features. So we have that. I also have weekly levels and monthly levels. I have my monthly levels turned off, but my weekly levels are red, and then the weekly close is dark green. So those are the daily and weekly levels. I also have a screener on the side of my chart. This is actually the best part of the indicator because you can customize it. You can put your own watch list up there, okay? This actually makes it very convenient and you're not flipping through charts. So you just read off the left side of your watch list and then you come to the charts and say, okay, what signal did I have the previous day? For example, US 30 had a closing breakout signal Thursday. So we were looking for our setup the next day, which is Friday. Okay. So that's how you use the screener. I also have signals on the screen, right? So if anything were to happen, you have the signals on the screen to rely on as well, which makes it even more convenient. So this was really built on process, guys, because I wanted to make the process easier, right? It's not, it's already a little complicated for people who are struggling to understand the strategy, and I wanted to make it flow a bit better, right? So there it is. Now I want to go into the settings. All right, guys, here's what these settings look like. The first thing you do when you get on settings is that you change your time zone. So make sure you click this down arrow and you choose what time zone you're in. I am in GMT 5. After you do that, you go to controls and this is where you choose what levels you want showing on your charts. Obviously, you want to click sessions on and separators on, but you have your choice of daily, weekly, and monthly levels. I usually leave monthly off just because I don't like too much clutter on my chart, so it's up to you. You also have sessions down below. You shouldn't have to change anything here. Maybe if you're in a different time zone, I am in Eastern Standard Time, but this will be the default. So I leave that the same. I click non DST time on. Okay. So I'll leave it here just for like a couple seconds so you can screenshot. Moving on, below we have the signal section. You have your first green day, first red day, inside day, closing breakout up and down specifically. And then you have your 3-day longs and 3-day shorts. So you can choose the signals that you trade. Okay. After that, you have your levels where they're customizable. The separators, which is the vertical lines, are here. So you can choose the style and width of that. You can choose the style and width of the horizontal levels, the daily, weekly, and monthly. So these are my default colors. You guys can screenshot this if you want to have the same colors as me, or you can just do your own thing. So I'm going to scroll down so I can show you the monthly. Okay. All right. So I didn't change anything for screener properties. We're in the screener section now. Below that, you have your watch list. So basically, when you're making your watch list, you just click on the box and then you choose the instrument of your liking. You have 10 slots to choose from, which is more than enough. So this is where you basically make your watch list on your screener. Okay. Below you have your panel position, so you can change it. Say if I want the screener at the top, you choose top and it will pop up here. You can change it to the bottom, which it'll pop up here. Okay, I like mine in the middle. You can change it from right to left or left to right. Up to you. I like it on the right, it's cleaner. And I didn't change the text size. I just kept it normal. So that's it. Pretty much simple to use, simple to design to your liking. I tried to keep it as simple as possible, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is go over this built-in strategy with the 3-day longs and the 3-day shorts that I have on my indicator. And then after that, I'll just go through the signals with you guys and how you read them on a daily basis. All right, so I wanted to show you guys this built-in strategy that I have in my indicator, right? So as you can see, I have the days of the week on the bottom, Monday through Friday. And I have my 3-day long and 3-day shorts toggled on. So what I did with 3-day longs and 3-day shorts, because I didn't want to name every up closing candle, every 2 up closing candles a 3-day long and every down closing candle 3-day shorts, I just kind of made it more specific to the weekly template. So if Monday and Tuesday give me up closing days, you'll get the signal for Wednesday to sell high. When for example, Wednesday and Thursday short. For Friday, you'll get the 3-day short signal to buy low. Okay. So you're following your setup. Okay. For example, let's look at the chart. Let's look here. So, like I said, the 3-day longs and 3-day shorts are formatted to go with the weekly template. Monday triggers breakout traders here. Tuesday triggers breakout traders again. Now you get your 3-day long signal and you're looking for a sell high setup. You're following your criteria. That does not mean that it will give you a 3-day long setup. You're following the same mechanics that you would if you were doing it manually, okay? But it is up to you to follow the process correctly, okay? If it doesn't set up, it doesn't set up, guys. This is why you have your screener and you're able to flip through your watch list to find the best setup. Okay. So, like I said, you have one day of breakout traders triggered on Monday, Tuesday triggers breakout traders. You get your signal for Wednesday, and you're looking for your sell high setup. This is GBP, oh, I'm sorry, Euro USD. And when you get your trigger from the high of the previous high of day, you're looking for your sell high setup. In this case, you actually did get it. Okay. You got it in Asia and London and New York, technically. So that's what you're looking for with 3-day longs. Let's look for another example. Okay. So this is the next week, Monday through Friday right here. Actually, this might be, yeah, this was a holiday. Okay. So here we have a 3-day short, right? So we have breakout traders triggered on Monday, breakout traders triggered on Tuesday. So now we have our 3-day short signal. Okay. So the next day we are looking for a buy low setup, and we actually get a buy low setup in London here. We triggered the low one more time and we actually get a reversal in London, and we get a reversal in New York if you were looking for that in New York. Okay. So that's what you're doing. You're looking for buy low setups from 3-day shorts always. And it's always going to be, if you're on the back side of the week, right? Wednesday to Friday, you're looking for it down low if it's a 3-day short on Friday. And if you're looking for a 3-day long, say you get it on the front side of the week, which is in this example, you have Monday through Wednesday. Tuesday, you'll get your signal once the day closes and you'll take the sell high setup. Okay. So I just wanted to make it more mechanical, and I wanted to throw something in there for beginners so that they can follow, right? So I think this will help people who just want to follow the weekly template. So now I'm going to show you guys the other signals. All right, guys, so now I have my closing breakout and my inside days triggered on. Your closing breakout down is going to be red, and your closing breakout up is going to be green. So let's look at a closing breakout signal. I feel like this will be the easiest signal for you to follow on this indicator because it is no denying a closing breakout. It's just about following your setup the next day, right? So say I get a closing breakout down, right? So Monday, you get a closing breakout down, and then you're looking for your setup the next day. Say my setup is buy setups. In New York, you get the buy right off of closing price, right? You get higher high, dump, coil at closing price, higher high on the inside of this dump, and then it pulls back and gives you the trade for the dump coil pump. So that's how you use close and breakout. Let me show you another example. You get a close and breakout on Thursday recently on Euro USD. So the next day you're looking for your setup. If you're looking for the reversal trade, you actually get one in New York. After it reverses right off of the previous day's low, it continues to create higher highs in the inside, right? And after it makes this higher high, it dumps down and starts to coil and go sideways after London. And then it just starts immediately pumping in New York, right? So this trade was actually off of the previous day's low and closing price. But this is how you trade that signal. It's super, super signal. The easiest signal you can trade on this indicator. Look at this one, closing breakout to the upside. So the next day you're looking for your trade. And if you're taking the continuation trade, range expansion day on Tuesday, you get that continuation right in London. Great trade, actually. So this was right off of closing price, higher high, dump, coil, pump, right? So just depends on what your setup is, but you can use this to your advantage, guys. Use it to your advantage. So that was the close and breakout signal. Now I'm going to show you the inside day signal. So this is an inside day. Actually, we have two inside days. So what I'm doing here, now that I think about it, there's a double inside day signal. I may add that in the future. But anyways, let's just trade it like how we regularly would trade it. So you have an inside day on Thursday, and the next day you're either looking for the trend trade or reversal trades. So in this case, this was the trend trade. Sorry, in this case, it was the trend trade. You have your breach of the low in Asia. So you get your pump and then it starts going sideways. London puts a lower low in the inside of the pump. Then it pumps back, false breaks the high just to stop hunt Asia and London's high and then continues to fall, right? So your entry would have been at the previous day's low here. But like I said, you guys are following the process. That is the determining factor on your success with this. You have to follow your process. It makes it more mechanical. Here you had a close and breakout. You take the continuation trade right off of the previous day's low. All right. So super, super simple, guys, to use. That is the close and breakout and the inside day. Now I'm going to show you guys how to use the first red day and first green days. All right, guys. So I want to show you guys how to use first green days and first red days. I take these signals off of monthly highs and monthly lows. Okay. This seems to be the best concept to use these signals because they're directional bias signals. So I like to take them off of monthly levels. Okay. So just to show you guys an example of a first green day off of a monthly level. In this case, on Friday, we get a close above the open, right at the low of that current week off of a monthly level. So the next day, we're looking for the buy trade, which we actually do get in New York. This is SPX, an index, so we won't be looking until New York. And it actually shifts the structure of the market all the way up until we get a first red day off of the high of the month, right? So once we get this first red day, we're looking for sell trades the next day, right? However, now that we have the first green day in effect, you have to understand market structure. Okay. So if we're in an uptrending market on a higher time frame, it is best to stay away from first red days. Vice versa, if you're in a downtrending market, it is best to stay away from first green days. And I'm going to show you an example right here. So here we actually do get a valid signal for a first red day off of the high of the month right here. We got our close and breakout the previous day, and then we get our first red day the next day. So we're looking for the trade the next day, which we actually do get right off of the previous day low. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys now that we have our signal at the high of the month. If I know this, right, and I know that in this uptrend, we have now broken structure in the inside. If I get a first green day signal on Thursday, I know this signal is invalid because this first red day is in effect. And now we are breaking down. We are on the backside of this move. We are in a downtrend in a higher time frame move all the way up until we get that first green day at the low of the month. Okay. It breaks out, right, and fails and reverses back inside of this range. But we get that first green day on Wednesday that shifts the structure of the market. Okay. So, like I said, if I know that a first green day is already in effect, I'm not looking for first red days because now we're bullish. So, if you just use the signals like that, it will really help you in understanding the direction of this market and understanding first red days and first green days and how to use them on this indicator. Okay. So, I basically showed you guys every single signal that's up here. I've showed you guys the features and the settings. Okay. So, like I said, this indicator is only available for my VIP members. It is free for my VIP members. All you have to do is sign up and it's yours. You get, not only do you get the indicator, guys, I am going live. I trade live sometimes. Sometimes if I don't see a trade, I'm not trading live and I'm just on there during the sessions helping people out. I'm shooting signals out on a consistent basis. I have like a signals chat where I just shoot signals out. We have a really big community and I have really great traders in my community. So not only do you get all the perks of being in VIP, you also get this indicator for free. All you have to do is sign up for VIP, guys. So I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me. I'm so excited to roll this indicator out for you guys. This is going to help a lot of people out because you have everything all in one on top of a 3-day long, 3-day short strategy built inside of this indicator that follows the weekly template. Okay. So this is phase 3, guys. And if you want to join us, hit that link in my bio, join the community, guys. I'm going to see you on the next one.